Students, yesterday we have discussed that root 2 and root 5 are irrational numbers. Today we'll discuss the question that 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational number. As you know, a number can be either rational or an irrational. So let us assume that 3 plus 2 root 5 is a rational number. Instead of irrational, let us suppose that it is a rational number. And you know very well, every rational number can be presented in the form of a upon b. So let us write 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to a upon b, where a and b are integers. Now if you take 3 on the right hand side, this 3 is with the positive sign. So if you take it on the right hand side, the sign changes and it becomes as negative. So 2 root 5 will be equal to a upon b minus 3. I hope you are clear up to this point. Now this 2 is multiplied with root 5. So if you take on the right hand side, it becomes as twice of b in denominator. So root 5 will be equal to a minus 3b. From where we are getting this 3b? By taking LCM. So a minus 3b upon 2b. Now if I subtract an integer from integer, we get an integer. Since a is an integer, 3b is an integer, so definitely a minus 3b will also be as an integer. Similarly, 2b is also an integer. An integer upon integer is always a rational number. So what here we are getting on right hand side, that a minus 3b upon 2b is an rational number. And if it is a rational number, and because it is equal to root 5, it means root 5 has to be a rational number. But we know that root 5 is not a rational number, it is an irrational number. It means our assumption, it was wrong, that 3 plus 2 root 5 is a rational number. So now we can say that 3 plus 2 root 5 is not a rational number, it is an irrational number. I hope you are clear for the question, and if you are clear, solve these 4 questions as an assignment. Note down in your copy, solve it. Now we'll meet again at 11:45.